pancakes? Because I do. Here's anime okonomiyaki, a popular Japanese.